Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny.
That's a me. USA, USA, USA. Fuck
Yeah.
Iran.
Yeah, Iran.
Iran. You
It's
said it
soccer.
wrong.
It's soccer.
It's
It's soccer.
Iran.
It's called
Iran.
soccer. It's called
Nothing,
soccer.
nothing gives me more joy than watching those Iranian tears flood the fucking stadium, little bitches. Oh, that's a penalty. Oh, that's a handball. Oh, he kicked me in the shin. Someone shot me off the roof. Look like a Call of Duty game out there, fucking everywhere. Sniper on the roof.
Oh yeah, lots of snipers in soccer,
And I have a special treat for you guys.
aka football. What?
A little special treat for the boys. A little
All right.
ASMR this morning. Enjoy that. Take that to the bank, you little sluts.
Oh God, it's so
I'm
disgusting.
done.
Uh,
That's a Gluck Gluck 3000.
that's what it sounds like. Oh my God. So,
Dude, what a day.
yeah, what a day, man.
What a
The
fucking
country,
day.
The country rejoices. And
They're
why?
absolutely going to get manhandled.
Oh, they're done. They're dead.
But it's okay.
Absolutely.
We can
They're
say we
absolutely
made it
dead.
to the knockout.
They made it to the knockouts, and now you never know. Even though we do know, kind of, we do.
And it would be so American to let. I'm just going to call it Iran. Is that what I say? What do they want it to be called?
Iran,
Yeah, that's what they want.
I guess. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying?
fucking Iran. Iran, whatever the fuck it is. But it would have been so American for them to let them get in for the first time ever. That would have been bad for the brand. Bad for the brand.
Doesn't look good.
No, not at all. But hey,
Well,
game was
they-
exciting.
the game was actually like the hypest soccer game I've seen in a while, and I think that I know why. I think it's because they were just constantly in attack mode. Like they were constantly in attack mode, dude.
Except for the last 10 minutes.
Well, then they had to be because then Iran actually started to finally try to play offense. Because they didn't really try to play offense the entire game, from what I saw.
That's gonna. I think it bites you more in the ass if you're trying to play for a draw because you're playing soccer that you normally wouldn't be playing. I can't believe we're World Cup in that shit. And Eagles are 9-1 or fucking
10-1. We just came out of the gate with the World Cup.
Yeah, what the fuck? Check my temperature.
The United States is in a frenzy for the World Cup. Can I ask you something? Why is Kansas City, Missouri, the epicenter for the World Cup cheering people? Do you have any idea?
Patrick Mahomes.
I legitimately don't know why. Is it because it's in the middle of the country?
I don't know, but it's stupid.
It's very weird. Like it seems very random to me that that it's like the cameras are posted up in Kansas City, Missouri. Maybe somebody knows. I don't know. I don't know.
They I know the Mahomes own a team, a women's team in there.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I think what's his name? Russ is involved in the team over in the Seattle Sounders too, right? With the MLS team.
My girl Brittany.
Yeah.
Call me.
Britt.
So anyway, when you play soccer the way that you do when you're trying to get a draw, it's completely different than every time you've ever played soccer before. So I think it gets you off your game. And then if you do let up that first goal, now it's an oh shit moment, right?
And they did. They did.
That they did, boys. That they did.
And how American was that goal?
Oh
like,
my God!
It
Shot
was just
right to the
fucking
pelvis.
bowling ball, fucking into the goalie. Like, I mean, that was like a hockey goal.
It was a handball. Ooh.
No, that was not a
fucking
handball.
soccer people whine so fucking much, man. I never seen nothing like that in my life.
There is a lot of wine in soccer. That is true, and I think that anybody, like even like the hardcore soccer fans, would admit that. I think
you can't. I think it's funny. They're like, in what world were they like? All right, the refs are gonna change their opinion if we act like a little cunt, because the refs just are like, get up.
And they literally never change their opinion. They're always like,
never.
Yeah, okay, whatever, dude, let's go, play on.
Like that, I think there was that wannabe that penalty when, penalty, quote unquote, when the
guy fucking fell down
on his own,
right?
yeah, and they wanted the review, and they're like chasing him around the field. And I'm like, this is like, dude, just go play soccer.
Dude, he gave a yellow card to one of the guys on the bench.
Yeah. All right, that's enough World Cup. Moving on.
USA versus the Dutch, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Get your fucking beers or whiskey ready. 9 a.m.
A lot of money on the Dutch team money line. Sprinkle the U.S.
Eggs. I would do this. Here's what I would do. Same game parlay. America.
Fuck yeah.
Over 0.5 goals.
Mm.
Dutch money line.
I like it.
Like draw, no bet. Like so, Dutch to like win the game.
And then
I don't think it's if America beats Dutch on Saturday, that is like a major upset. Like
that's like Alabama losing to Wofford State.
They've given up one goal in the World Cup,
and the dude has like 3 straight goals. Right, they're a stud.
Yeah, they're nasty. They're nasty. So just enjoy the run, people. Watch it Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Be there or be asleep, I guess. I'll be there. I have a toddler, so we don't sleep past 8.
That sucks.
Roughly. It's usually around 8.
Yeah, no, the U.S. has no chance, so caboose this over.
So
the most important thing ever, which is the Flyers.
Eagles,
11 straight losses. Kevin Hayes has 26 points in 26 games. Cam Atkinson's back. They should start winning because they got people coming back. All right, that's enough of the Flyers. They suck. And until they fire the GM, they're not going anywhere. That dude's a fucking joke.
The Flyers.
Get that one out of the way.
The Flyers have played 15 games in November. They've won.
The Phillies have more wins.
They've won 2 of them.
Yeah.
They are 2-13 in November. Is there any? Is it possible to be that bad?
Wow. For the first time ever, we're not trying to fire the coach. We just want a new GM.
Well, they'll fire the GM and then they'll fire the coach.
I don't know, man. He's the right guy for the thing because he just is fucking brutally.
The right. Yeah, he just hates everybody and he gets all pissed off at you and you got to fucking earn your time. Whatever. I'm fine with it. It doesn't even matter.
He's not the problem. The talent is so fucking bad.
They're not.
Meanwhile, Giroux's undressing Jonathan Quick like a sexy stripper. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Of course he is.
That's how it always happens.
Well, they are beating the Islanders tonight, 2-1 right now in the second period.
Bet the money line.
Take the Islanders live.
I did the other night. I think it was the Capitals. They were plus 500.
The Caps?
Yeah. They were down 2-1 with like 6 minutes left in the third, and I was like, fuck this. No way the Flyers beat this team. Flyers lost.
Well, I mean, do I need to bet this money line right now?
I don't know. Islanders are bad, though. I mean, not as bad as
How's that
Flyers.
even possible? Like, how's that even possible?
Well, let me tell you. All the talent is on Colorado.
I know Colorado's loaded.
Yeah, loaded. With Coom.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
So the Eagles are 10-1.
Are they? Are they?
And
Are they?
And I've never felt worse about 10-1 in my life.
This is this feels like Steelers all over again. What was that, last year?
Does it make sense? Like, is it just because we don't know how to be? Because we're never 10-1?
No, it's 100%. No, because when the Wentz 10-1 team, I was like, holy fucking shit! There's no way they don't win the Super Bowl.
Well, they did.
Yeah. So I don't fucking know, dude.
I know. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to be. I didn't feel like they won that game. It felt like they won that game easy, but they didn't. They didn't, though.
Well, how much of that is because we almost got backdoored?
Well, no, but they still only won by 7. They scored 40 points. They only won by 7.
Yeah.
Here's one of my big concerns. So we're gonna probably go through a lot of the Eagles, right? But one of my big concerns, and this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but it's special teams, man.
Oh, why is that stupid? They're fucking terrible.
It's
They're
just you
fucking
don't
terrible.
you don't normally talk about special teams like, but it needs to be talked about. It's like We can't return a kick. We can't return a punt. We can't, and now apparently we can't cover kicks.
Our punter is so. Sometimes he hits a 60-yard bomb. Sometimes he hits a 3-yard out.
He's been better.
Yeah,
better
absolutely agree. 100%. Credit is where credit is.
Yeah.
Jake Elliott looks good.
Yeah, he looks solid as ever. Really.
57 points for the over, or 68 points for the over.
Down the gut.
That was a nice little. I was a little nervous. I was like, unbelievable.
I kind of, to be honest, now we're kind of jumping all over the place now because whatever. But I don't think I would have kicked that.
Yeah, you were. I don't know. You were on the opposite side of a lot of my thinking, and I side with Nick on everything that Nick did. I sided with, right, and that was before Nick did it. So I'm just saying, Nick, I could help you, brother.
I don't know if I would have kicked that field goal, and the part of it is because of how far it was. Second,
it was the right side of the field, though, like where the wind wasn't howling.
It was, for sure. And, the other thing is, like, part of my thinking is, like, if he does miss that, they get the ball at the spot of the kick. So, like, you lose another 7 yards. So now they're, like, at midfield. And you haven't really been stopping them.
I think the theory was, like, okay, so they go down, they score 7, we're tied up, and then we'll get the ball with 2 minutes.
So they weren't scared of...
Yeah, they're not scared of that defense. They gashed them for 373 yards. I mean,
right, so
there's no reason to be scared.
Risk on that field goal to go up 2 scores is worth it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're like, okay, well, maybe they score, but we're going to have time.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't like screaming at the TV or anything, but I did not like the one thing I didn't like. So the special teams, absolutely brutal.
Terrible.
Worst probably in the NFL, and according to PFF, actually right now as of today,
is that Mike Florio?
He does work for PFF, I think. Yeah,
I fucking hate Mike Florio. I don't like many people. In case you didn't know, I had to give Dave.
We talked about this. You hate everybody.
I had to give Dave the rundown of the announcers in the NFL that I like. There's a decent amount.
Yeah, right. Like anyone who is a recent player, that's who Kenny likes. Anybody else?
Talib's a stud.
Talib's good.
They took him away from us.
Why? What do you have against Ian Eagle?
Oh, he's fine. I forgot about him.
He's good.
Yeah, I like his son too.
Who's his son?
Is that his? Is Ion's the?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's got one of them is either Ion is the son or Ion's the dad, and he's got a kid, and he did the Bears game, the Nickelodeon game with Nate Burleson. He's good. Okay. He's the Clippers guy, I think.
Okay.
He's good, and he's young. Who else? Name him. Let's do it right now. Let's do it.
Well, Greg Olson, you like him.
Yeah, I love Greg Olson.
What I mean, I got to find a list of
Tony Romo's okay. He's lost a little luster for me. Charles Davis can lick these fucking nuts.
Let's find it because I want to run it down so that you can like shoot them all down out of the sky. What about Jim Nance? You like Jim Nance?
I mean, how can you not like Jim Nance?
I love Jim Nance. I love Jim Nance anything. Like I could watch Jim Nance call play-by-play.
The Masters, right?
Oh my God, I could watch Jim Nance call play-by-play on somebody taking a shit.
Yeah, him and who's the other old guy? Brad Nessler. What is that his name?
Here he is. He's lining up for the final.
And he scores for the
The Masters on CBS.
No, I like him. Who else you got?
Nah, he's good. Tony Romo. All right, I found them all here. Here we go.
All right, let's do it. This is fun. This is so fun.
Ian Eagle, right?
Yeah, we're good with him. I like
Charles
him.
Davis. Okay.
Just trash can fucking human. That dude's terrible.
Kevin Harlan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if we've ever watched one of his games. He does AFC.
Yes. These are the CBS dudes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like Kevin Harlan. I like Kevin Harlan. He does basketball.
I like his daughter, too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Hey.
Greg Gumbel.
I mean, how could you not?
You got to go Gumbel. I mean,
the Gumbles.
With Adam Archuleta, who he's okay. He wasn't he a kicker?
No, he was the white boy safety, wasn't he?
Oh,
from Washington.
Yeah.
And he's okay, but he's Tony Romo to me. He's just a little bland.
I thought he was a kicker.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Jay Feely's the only one I could think of that's doing that.
Andrew Catalan.
Next.
With James Lofton. Oh my God, dude, James Lofton is the really bad guy.
Yeah. Terrible.
That's the really bad one.
Okay, so that's two people that I don't like.
Sparrow Dedes
I never heard of him. Next.
with Jay Feely.
Yeah, I've heard Jay Feely's good, but like honestly, like who gives a fuck about the kicker's opinion? Seriously.
I kind of need to see this guy's face, like, because I don't really know like these people. I don't think.
Share your screen. Share your screen. Share your screen.
Oh, this dude's young.
Let me see. I like young people.
Oh, that sounds weird.
Yeah, it's okay, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, you want me to share the screen? All right.
Yeah, I gotta see what he looks like. This
For
is
those
not.
of-
Listen, the listeners are confused. This is not about them. This is about us.
Shocking. The listeners are confused. Shocking. All right. Can you see it? There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Spiro
Yeah, he's cool.
Dedes.
Yeah. He's okay.
All right. Then we got T Mac and Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber is decent, and T Mac we love.
I love T Mac, man. I'm a softie for T Mac.
I didn't know he was
All
a
right.
Mets guy then. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, I love him.
Joe Buck and Aikman, Steve Levy, Dan Orlovsky, Louis Riddick.
Riddick's good, but he gets too much into like this guy deserves a shot in the NFL. It's bullshit. He's not playing anymore. Like
He does
that guy.
get really hype. Yeah.
Yeah. I like all them guys.
I kind of appreciate it, but
Yeah, it's a little much.
dude, I love Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah. He
He's
can come to
awesome.
dinner anytime he wants.
Anytime. All right, so now we're moving to Fox. Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson. That's
Love
like
'em.
their number one squad with Aaron Andrews.
Yeah, thanks, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, I know. Joe Davis and Daryl
Oh,
Johnston.
I don't know if I know what's Joe Davis look like. I know Daryl Johnston. Listen, Daryl Johnston's just like he's so old, white man, boring.
Oh
Yeah,
Joe
I love this fucking
Oh yeah,
guy.
dude, Joe Davis is the
We
guy who did
love
the World Series.
Joe Davis.
That Joe Davis is
Woo!
the World Series guy.
Team
Yeah.
Joe Davis.
How did I not remember that? It's fucking weird.
Oh, I only thought he did baseball, really.
Adam, what is it? Adam Amin.
Yeah,
And
he's
Mark
okay,
Schlereth.
and
yeah.
and Stinks okay
Yeah, it's a weird nickname. I got hung up on. Oh yeah, I know this dude.
because he's
really
got
good.
stink. He
I
has
really like
chili.
this dude. I really
Yeah,
like.
he's
this dude.
good.
Adam, he's good.
Yeah. And
Uh,
Stink is fine, but he you know what he does a lot that's really annoying is he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you guys talking shit? What about all these Super Bowls I have? What about all these Super Bowls?" He shows his fat, disgusting hands. Like, all right, dude, be humble, you little fat pig.
That's what
All
he
right.
does on the.
Oh my God, it's just go to his feet. It's incredible how often he just goes back to those rings. It cracks me up.
Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
Kenny Albert has a voice of football. I don't like when he does hockey, and that's a fair statement. He's too boring. And Vilma, he's fine. Not great.
Kenny Albert would be good at baseball.
Yeah, he is good at baseball.
He might already do baseball. I don't.
Yeah,
even
he
know.
does.
Yeah. Kevin Kugler and Mark Sanchez.
Love Mark Sanchez.
So do I, actually.
Who's Kevin Loogie?
Kevin. Looking him up.
I don't know who this guy is.
I don't know this guy. No, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, if I saw him at the train station, I couldn't tell you who the fuck he was.
Oh no! I do know this guy. I kind of like this guy.
He don't do our games, though.
No, we usually get Stink, man. Like every time. Chris Myers. We get Chris Myers a lot too.
He's the old white dude with the comb over brown hair, right?
Chris Myers and Robert Smith.
Is Robert Smith the old safety, Raiders?
Yes, I think you're right. There's Chris Myers.
Yeah, I like Chris Myers. He's got a good voice.
And,
So it's not so bad. You make me out to be a criminal.
Okay. Let's talk about the people you hate, Kenny. Go ahead.
Deal. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
Go. Ready, go.
I
Wait.
did.
We forgot Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
Well, Chris Collinsworth shouldn't even get fucking entertained. He's the fucking worst.
Why does everybody hate him?
Because he's just so fucking boring and he's got everyone else's fucking cock in his mouth.
Oh my God.
Dude, I've never, listen, I know.
Woo!
I don't give a shit. If you're listening to this for fucking lollipops and giggle boxes, you got the wrong fucking podcast. Listen,
That's the truth.
if I know Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer, we fucking get it, okay? We understand he has a thumb injury. We understand his ribs are hurt from this hit and that hit and every other fucking hit. Oh my God, dude, lay off his fucking pipe. You're skin fluting him to death.
Okay, what is he supposed to do? He's the color analyst. What the fuck is he supposed
I
to do
think that's my problem. I think the color analyst pissed me off.
Did you
Everyone
like
that
John
I don't
Madden?
like is a color analyst.
Did you like John Madden?
Yeah, I mean, but he was the GOAT, dude. The GOAT.
But that's what they do, though.
Nah, John Madden brought me the turducken. Okay?
You see this here is the turducken. Let's just call it the turducken. Boom. Let's boom.
Boom, there's a hole.
All the fucking lines and shit.
Yeah, he was the man. Rest in peace.
Jason said on YouTube, he said Brent Musburger.
Oh, well, he got in trouble for fucking hooding up
I
AJ
know.
McCarron's fucking wife.
I know.
I mean, that man basically was like, look at them tits.
Yo, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, bro.
I did love Musburger. And you can get like, oh, you forgot
what's
Thursday.
You know what's hilarious, dude?
You forgot Amazon Crew. They're good.
He is on all the Cars movies.
Is he?
Yeah, Brent Mustang Burger.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I like the Thursday group. Who is it? It's Curb Herbstreit and who's like, oh, Al Michaels. How can you not like
Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. I don't know how I feel about them as a pair, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Al Michaels is probably 9 toes in the grave. He could probably hang it up.
9 toes in the grave. Oh my god.
But nah, I mean, I just, the color guys are annoying because they're stupid.
I love me some Herbie though.
Oh my god, Herbie. I'd marry him.
Herbie. It is awkward though watching Herbie try to on game day.
Lee Corso is literally 10 toes in the grave.
It's bad.
Yeah, he's like Florida.
Oh my god. Kenny, I think you called out some incorrect material.
When?
I think you said someone played for the wrong team. Jason was correcting you. He said it was the Vikings, not the Raiders, I think.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, what's his name? Rod Smith?
Probably. But anyway.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
You also hate Merrill Reese. You hate him.
Oh my god! Can we stop with Merrill Reese? He's 107 years old. I mean, he's 10 toes and 9 fingers in the grave. I'm sorry, I can't.
But my man can read a fucking ad.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. He's fast.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I thought you said a read.
They come back from fucking commercial, and he already ripped off 3 ads. You don't even know.
Terrible. Merrill Reese is terrible. It's like
that
fucking
brought to you by Strowman Bread.
Ooh, let's fucking love Rocky Balboa. Dumbest fucking shit ever. God damn. Take the statue down. Try again.
Strowman Bread. Get your Strowman Bread tomorrow at the grocery store near you. I'll tell you what, Merrill. Mike Quick is the best, man.
Yeah, I do like him.
I love him. I'm
just saying.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people that you hate. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you are on this. I mean, I don't like a lot of things. Ohio for 1, Canada for 2, Detroit,
Ohio, Iowa,
absolutely.
Michigan, Canada.
Oh my God, Michigan! I gotta concede. They're good. I gotta concede. I gotta eat the chip.
We're playing major hopscotch right now.
Did you know that I had to eat the chip?
Are we coming back? Coming back?
Yeah, we have to. We haven't even talked about it in 20 minutes.
The Eagles are 10-1, and we haven't talked about it.
Do you know I have to eat the chip? I forgot about the chip.
Oh my God!
I have to eat the chip.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna eat the chip.
Where are you gonna get it?
It's at like Rural Farms.
Can you get it at Rofo?
Stop licking your penis. It's weird, man. It's just us. Stop. Males are gross. I hate male dogs. I'll never have another one.
I actually like mine.
Okay, that sounds like I don't like my dog now. Thanks.
Well, you just said you fucking hate male dogs.
Look at him. Look at this dumb. Where is he? Look at this dumb bitch. Yeah, no, you can't see him.
I see him hiding behind the fucking desk.
He's a criminal.
Oh man.
I'll probably have to Twitter live the chip.
We might have to do something. Yeah,
we're gonna have to get together and Twitter live the chip. Well,
we could do it on the podcast.
We could.
Why don't we fucking do it on the podcast?
All right, let's do it on the podcast.
There you go, because we're fucking flowing video now, motherfuckers. So.
It has to be after my life insurance exam, because that's going to spike my sodium.
One fucking chip.
Dude, I bet you that's insane. Aiden texted
Oh,
me and he's like, I
that
got
is
2 in my
hilarious.
van, so I might be able to get one.
Okay. Well, next
I'll do it.
maybe.
I have to do it.
All right, but we have to like know when you're gonna do it so we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell
we'll
people.
settle it. Maybe it'll be like a Christmas gift to you.
Oh, like a Christmas special.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we haven't even figured out our Christmas schedule yet because Christmas is like on a fucking Sunday or some shit. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
We might take a break. We should take a break.
We deserve it.
It's my wife's birthday too the next day, and I don't fucking feel like dealing with it.
No, that's not cool. Yeah, maybe we should take off the week between Christmas and New Year's. How about that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's do it. Confirmed. Stamped. We'll be back the what? 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yeah,
My birthday.
we'll be after the New Year. So what do we? What do you want to do? You want to talk about the birds because you keep on fucking sidetracking me.
I'm sorry. I love my life. I'm sorry.
Do you want to talk about the birds and then talk
Yes.
about
I mean,
college
it's the whole
football?
premise of this fucking podcast. We want to talk about the birds.
Listen, man. The special teams scare me.
They're terrible.
That's the bottom line that I was trying to get at.
Oh,
Otherwise,
and you know what else? If you think about it, like people are gonna be like, "Oh, the Eagles beat Aaron Rodgers' Packers." That's on that list of the 10-1 frauds. I guarantee you, when that list comes out.
listen, man. I'm so tired of people being like, "Oh, who'd you beat?" They beat a team in the NFL. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Well,
The NFL is the NFL. What the fuck? You play the teams that you have. What the? No one else is 10-1. Well, how come no one else is fucking 10-1?
the argument from like just the Cowboys standpoint alone is just so
That's
fucking
extra
annoying.
stupid.
Yeah,
Extra
like
stupid.
if you're in the NFC East and you're talking shit, you literally play the same people. Literally the same people.
Aside from like 2 games.
I think it's 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what do you want from us? Like the
It's
Cowboys
a dumb
have.
argument. It's a petty.
The Cowboys have
it's
the
a poverty
Colts.
argument. It's a poverty argument.
It is. The Cowboys have the Colts and the Texans next. Are we going to complain when they win? No, we know they're going to win. That's 2 wins. But what I think is it could lead to a trap game for the Cowboys.
It's a trap.
But dude, I think there's no shot we beat the Cowboys. I put that game at 2%.
Wow.
I think there's no shot in fucking hell.
I think you're dead wrong.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do, because then the division will be locked up if we sweep them, right? Fair point.
By then, yeah. I mean,
The chip talk got me all hot and sweaty, and my blood pressure rose. I got to put the fan on.
yo, I'm sitting in this office and I have like no heat in here, and I still have the fan on. That's how fuck of a glutton I am.
Thug life.
No, but like, so, do they beat the Titans?
Yeah, I think they do. I honestly do. And Henry's gonna have 120 easily, probably 2 touchdowns.
I don't know about 120. That's a
88.
lie. I'll give you 100.
Okay.
If he has 102 touchdowns, they could still win.
I know, that's why I don't even care. Like, and that's the whole argument about this like rushing thing. It's like, who gives a fuck if you get gashed for 300 yards?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, I care about that still.
If they win, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is if they win. It doesn't matter anything else. It doesn't matter how we get there. Just got to win. Now, when they lose, if they lose, then it's like, well, this is why they lost. You can pick it the fuck apart. I have a hard time picking it apart when they win these games. Did I like what I saw on Sunday? No. I didn't.
What didn't you like?
What didn't I like? Well, we already hit the special teams. I hated that. I hated that with a passion. I didn't like my man getting a lacerated kidney. Didn't love that one.
Brutal. That's a brutal injury, man.
And honestly, I don't know if they want to rush it or if they want to pass it. I don't know why they changed their identity every other quarter. It drives me fucking bonkers.
Who, the Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great, though.
Well, yeah, it throws everything off guard, and I agree. And guess what? We were like, oh, Jalen Hurts matured, and if he doesn't run, they'll have a really good season, and he didn't do that, but he needs to do it. So guess what? We're back to square one out of all this talk of everything we said. Preseason in week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yada. You know what I'm trying to say?
Wait, what do you mean he needs to do it?
They're not winning these games if Hurts isn't running. They're just not.
You, but you can't. But the only reason why you're saying that is because he did run.
Yeah, remember when if you listen back to like week 1 or preseason, we were like, for the Eagles to be successful, Jalen Hurts needs to not run as much, and he needs to be a pocket pass, not really a pocket passer, but a passer, right? Passer first, runner second, and that was true up till past the Steelers, and then now lately, he's got to kind of take over with his legs. So it's a good thing. It's all development based, and we were dead wrong about Hurts. I mean, not like we were like trade him, he sucks, he's terrible. But we had good questions. We were wondering if it was Warren, if he's the starter, if he's an NFL guy, and he's answered every question. I just think that he needs to now do what he's been doing because the only way they win is if Hurts runs.
No,
It's just how it works.
No, see, I don't agree.
Go on.
Because I think that he has to run if he has to run.
But I'm saying he has done that. And the only reason we've won those games is because he has done it.
I mean, I'm looking at his all of his rushing stats and like.
Do you beat the Colts if he doesn't run?
No, so you can't do it that way.
But that's what I want to do.
No, you can't do that. Because he had to run in some of those situations. It's what I was coming into the season with was I did not want him to go every play, drop back, look at one dude, and then run around like a crazy fucking person.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, but that's not what he's not doing that.
I understand that, but he is still running, and we said it.
Yes.
That's my point.
What you're saying is true. You're saying is true. But they have completely designed a scheme
perfectly set.
Perfectly around his skill set of both running and passing.
Agreed, 100%.
The dude can throw. It's clear. Yeah. And he can hit. He's putting balls in coffee cans from fucking 40 yards away. It's exactly what we wanted to see, and he's doing it. But when they lost Dallas Goedert, they had to completely rethink what the fuck they were doing. And it's very obvious that once he left, they started to be like, okay, we need to fucking get Jalen cooking a little bit more on the ground because it's going to open some shit up. And that's exactly what they did. It's exactly what he's doing, and it's fucking working to a T.
I think and the difference between the Wentz team that won the Super Bowl, the Foles team that won the Super Bowl, was that they were pretty dominant in most of those games. They were blowing people out, 14, 21 points, 10 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This version of the Eagles is probably not built like that, and that's okay at the end of the day, as long as they get the win. If you win by 1 or you win by 30, there's no fucking difference. The only thing that allows is for criticism, right? Would you agree?
Okay. I'll give you that.
So if you win by 1, people are going to criticize you a lot more if you win by 30, right? And this fan base, as fucking lunatics as they are, we could win by 30, and he could have one red zone interception, and we'd be like, oh, can you fucking believe he threw a pick?
If they win by 30?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it's constantly, man.
We talked about this.
What?
We talked about this. You said, if we won by 30 and Hurts threw an interception or whatever, that people will complain. I said no. Because you were talking about the Super Bowl, right?
What? Oh, yeah. I did. Yeah.
I said no. People will complain if we win a Super Bowl by 1 point and he throws for 150 yards and a touchdown.
And that's fair.
Is it?
No, I'm saying that's a fair statement. Like, yeah. That's a Philly fucking statement right there. 100%.
It totally is. And
what will happen if that does happen? You're gonna get a lot of people. This is gonna go full circle, I think. You're gonna get a lot. Well, full circle in my brain. So that's scary. You guys are about to get in here.
Oh my God, it's like Inception.
Those people will be the first people to be like, we won a Super Bowl. Don't give him money. He can't do it. We got our Super Bowl. Let's move on from him and find someone else. There are people that will say that if your scenario plays out.
Oh.
And this is the problem with Twitter, and I don't know if I said this out loud, but I definitely think this all the time, and I've been maybe not full circle this episode, but all the other episodes. Twitter is such a cesspool, and the reason we see those outlandish comments, right, is because everyone goes in on them, right? So then you just constantly see that. thing retweeted. Like, it's like the fucking Hall of Mirrors. You just see that tweet all the way down the fucking alley where it's like Jalen Hurts can't do anything right. And then everyone's like, what the fuck? Like the one we saw last week is a prime example where people were like, he can't pass the ball. He's show me where Jalen Hurts has won a game with his arm. That pass to Quez Watkins is literally the definition of winning the fucking game, right? So people are fucking stupid, and the problem is that you just keep seeing that tweet, right? This person retweet, that person retweet, this person, that person, this person, this person, that person, this person. So then it becomes hyper focused on just that negative thing, and that's the problem with our fan base, and it's bad exposure. Mm-hmm. It just is. Because you get one loud ass motherfucker, that dude that fucking has that podcast that called that one chick a man on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about? You were in on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like that guy, that's the fucking bad. And then it just it gets picked up and then thrown into the earth, and everyone is just fucking killing that fucking tweet because he's an idiot.
Well, but it also goes to the people that call the radio stations too. Like
I'm done. I don't even back on that again.
I know, but like a lot of people listen to it. And I'm definitely the minority. I would hope I was the minority. Yeah, I mean a lot of people listen to it, and the
problem is a lot of people live and die by what fucking Ty says, which is a fucking joke.
To be honest, it's a joke to live and die by what anyone else says.
Yeah, but I mean, I generally, if I hear it from Dan Orlovsky, I tend to believe it.
Yeah, but I think you were taking that a different angle. You're like, Dan Orlovsky doesn't say shocking shit.
Oh, like jockstrap fucking breaking
like
news.
Jock shit. Like Dan Orlovsky breaks down film and says, here's what happened.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Good point.
He's not like an opinion dude for the most part.
Yeah. No, I actually tend to agree with you.
On YouTube, he takes what the defense gives him, and he is a fucking magician right now at taking what they give him.
You know what keeps playing in my head is that Colts snap. Was it the Colts? Was that RPO? The PRO? Where he snapped it and he already made the read, and then me and you got into the fight about it. Was that the Colts?
You set me up, but yeah.
I did. That was the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Anytime that your quarterback can do two reads before the ball's in his hands, I think the man's learning, and I think the man has learned, and is going to get better. And listen, they got to make a run. This is the run. This is it. And I mean this because they can't sign everyone. There's just no fucking way they're going to be able to sign everyone.
So that was my next thing. Is he worth $50 million?
What's going to be louder in the room? What's going to be the loudest? What squeaky wheel is going to get the grease, right? Is the corner, and I don't know if it's 50-50 split. It might be 70-20, 20-70. I don't know the split. But you're going to have the one side of the people that are going to be like, no, fuck him, he's not worth the money. Then you're going to have the people that are going to say, fuck, we need to sign this guy, especially if they win a Super Bowl. And then you're going to have this whole, debate for the next 8 years.
Yeah, I mean, basically what it comes down to is like, do you see yourself moving forward without him? And I don't think they do. I don't think they can.
And you could argue if Peyton Manning, and you knew what Peyton Manning was, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you knew that this once-in-generational Tom Brady is coming out of the draft, you could make a case and argument, right? That, okay, but we don't know that. And what we have right now is a top 5 quarterback, which is crazy to say out loud.
He's in the running for MVP. Like,
and
legit.
What happened the last time someone was in the running for the MVP? Snapped the twig of a leg. See your knee later, bitch.
What's that have to do?
Just saying. Trajectory would suggest, and history would suggest, that this Eagles team is in line with that 18 team. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It was what I'm saying. I said.
Saying Super Bowl. Okay, so now,
anything short of the Super Bowl.
That's where I'm going. So again, I said to you a couple weeks ago that if they don't win the division, it's a disastrous season. Do you still feel that? Is this a failed season if they don't win the division?
No. Okay, so here's the thing: is that did anyone think? No, seriously.
Keep in mind that they are 10-1. Okay.
And keep in mind that the whole fucking NFC East is in the playoffs.
I don't care about them.
Shut up. Think about the whole NFC East is in the fucking playoffs. It's not. They were not getting the fucking the Colts 2 times a year. We're not getting the fucking shitty fucking teams that these other guys get all the time. Like, dude, the Vikings, they get the shitty Packers, they get the shitty Bears, and the shitty Lions.
I'm talking about the division. I'm not talking about the NFC.
I understand that, but I'm saying those are free division wins. The division wins that we're about to get into. Okay, we have no more Commanders, right? We're 1-1.
Yep.
We have one more Cowboys. I think that's a loss. And we have a Giants, and I think that's a 1-1 situation. I just do. I think they're going to split the whole division this year. They're going to go 3-3 in the division.
I think they're going to. I do. I think they're going to beat the Cowboys, dude, because, listen, that game is a playoff game. That's a playoff game.
It's in Dallas.
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care where it is.
Not even that's like a home field advantage. It's just a fucking another factor. Is all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something, man. You know how you went to the well on the great teams win this game? Okay? That game is going to have the setup.
Oh, 100%.
Great teams win that game.
Who's doing that game?
If
Do
you
we know?
Go, no, but it's Saturday afternoon, so it'll probably be that top Fox squad.
It will be.
Yeah,
and I have to watch it with my family.
So, like, my point is, like, if you want to secure the bye, to fucking enforce and prove something, that you go win that fucking game. That's the game. You can circle it right now. It doesn't matter what happens the next 3 weeks. It's going to be that. It's going to come down to that game. If they lose that game, they don't get the bye.
They still are up.
I'm telling you right now.
Aren't they still up one on the Cowboys though?
I'm not talking about the Cowboys. I'm talking about Minnesota and everybody else that's involved. If they don't win that Dallas game, they will not get the bye.
Okay, but see, I will argue with you that. I mean, I'm a little bit off on the bye. I'm more on the division conversation. It's like if they don't win a division, they'll be the top wild card team, right? No doubt in anyone's mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they'll be the top.
I mean, they're in the playoffs. They can't. I mean, it's almost impossible for them to not make the playoffs.
They could lose the rest and still make it. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, It's not important. They can make noise not winning the NFC East. Is my argument. But I said it last week or maybe 2 weeks ago that, like, I really need the bye. I really want the bye. I really need the bye. Another week of health is going to be massive for this. It just is.
The problem that the Eagles are going to have is that the Minnesota schedule is fucking pathetic.
They got one tougher game in there, but I agree with you.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's not. Listen to what Minnesota has left. They got the Jets, which is a tough game, but it's home. It's home. Then they're at Detroit. Then they're home against the Colts, home against the Giants, at Green Bay, at Chicago. Like that, is that hard?
Giants need to do us one.
The Green Bay is going to be starting Love most likely.
Yeah, but Love looks all right.
He came in and was firing. I'll tell you that.
No, I agree. And listen,
let me tell you something, man. I got to get this off my chest. I don't really care what people think. I need to see the Eagles beat a real quarterback other than Kirk Cousins. The defense is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about winning the game.
They beat Aaron Rodgers?
No, they didn't beat Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Why?
Because he didn't even play the whole fucking game. He had a broken hand, and he didn't.
We just got done fucking saying that they got to play whoever they fucking play, right? They play whoever the fuck they play. Who's the losing quarterback of record on that game?
I don't know. It doesn't work like that.
Oh.
Wins, losses in the quarterback stat. But listen.
Oh, my. This is the problem with you fucking
No,
jamoke.
it's not. No, who else did they beat this year?
Frankenberry, bitch.
Kenny, listen to me. Did you not feel like Aaron Rodgers was starting to carve them up?
Okay, yeah, your point?
Okay, my point is that Gannon's defenses cannot beat real quarterbacks. Why are you so scared? Why are you so scared of the Cowboys game? You
Not
scared
Dak.
of Zeke? You're not scared of Dak.
No.
I guarantee you that Dak puts up 300 yards. Because for some fucking reason he can't shut down a good quarterback.
I'm more worried about my Dallas fears is they're the number 1 defense in the league, and it's not even fucking close.
Micah Parsons is just fucking
So fucking good.
ridiculous.
Disgusting that he went to Dallas.
It sucks so much.
It happens all the time. Barkley goes to fucking the
I
Giants. Parsons, I mean, dude, fucking Sean Lee, fucking Pugs Nusley knee.
Is it because there's like I don't know.
Because Penn State's a pretty good college fucking program and they have good athletes. They just haven't had a quarterback for 8 years and not 6 years.
No,
and I'm
no.
not saying anything bad about Sean Clifford. I
No,
think he had a decent career. I'm going in here, buddy. I think he had a decent career. But he could not win the big one. He just couldn't.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not winning a playoff game with Sean Clifford. You're just not.
You're also not seeing one.
Well, top the hat. I mean, fuck.
I don't know. Maybe
Anyway.
the quarterback thing is a bullshit. It's not bullshit because every time they play a real quarterback, they get fucking smoked.
I just don't think.
Look at last year.
No, I know. The problem is, the problem with Gannon's defense, and listen, we're just two schlubby fucking dudes that are complaining. There are people that have Gannon as an NFL head coach.
I'm not a fucking defensive coordinator.
No, I know. I'm just saying there are people in the league that have him pinned to be an NFL coach, right? There are reasons he's taking job interviews.
That might mean that he's a good. Might mean that he's a good leader. It doesn't mean that he has a good defensive scheme.
Okay, but
Does it? If
His
he's a head coach, are they
defense-
going to suddenly beat a fucking good quarterback?
His defenses are bend, don't fucking break, and they don't break. And they're lucky that the offense obviously does not fucking break, right? So they're lucky that the offense can put up 40 points. But once they put up the 40 points, the defense is like, well, we're good. We got a 14-point lead. We have a 10-point lead. You know what I mean? We're up. And then the defense will come up with a takeaway, and then we'll be like, oh, my God. You know what I'm trying to say? It's all about timing and all that shit. So Gannon's defense is built for exactly what we're getting. Us as a fan base, we can't handle that. We can't. We want defense to be the fucking but what we're getting is like gotcha. That's what we're playing. That's the defense we play every fucking week. Strap in, pony boy. It is what it is. How do you fire him? You can't. You're stuck with him.
You can't fire him.
You're not firing him. So,
No.
so this is the mentality. This is how he coaches.
The defense isn't bad. I'm not saying the defense is bad.
It's not great.
I'm just saying that they are suspect when it comes to a legitimate passer. That's what I'm saying.
You're not going to find an argument from me, but what you will find is that I am not worried about that shit.
Well, what do you think you're going to see when you get into the playoffs? You're not going to play against fucking the fucking Titans and the Bears and the fucking Saints. Like that's not who you're going to see in the fucking
Saints
playoffs.
is a must-win, by the way.
You're going to see real fucking passing teams in the fucking playoffs.
Saints is a must-win.
Why?
You need that draft pick.
Is that just because? Oh wow! Oh, I got
Draft
you.
pick
I got
solely.
It literally knocks the draft pick up. Yeah.
You want that win. Anyway, I know what you're trying to say, and I know what you're getting at, and I understand it. I understand the frustration, but there's never, Jonathan Gannon said it, and maybe said it best. I don't know. It's definitive what you want to decide, best is. He's not worried about the run. He doesn't. He wants to. He's okay with giving up those rushing yards because he's not allowing the big pass play, the pass interference, the big plays that move the ball down the line. You know what I mean? What is inexcusable defense is that shallow fucking Y slant. That fucking wide receiver that runs across the middle of the fucking 10 yards and he gets 15, 20 yards every fucking play. That can't keep happening. And I think I didn't see that against the Packers that much. The Colts, it was every other fucking play. So all we need is adjustments. And that's the thing is people are like, oh, he doesn't adjust. But he does fucking adjust. He does. He really
He does.
does. If you watch the games from quarter 1 to quarter 4, there's adjustments. Now, I don't think there's some massive earth-shattering adjustments, but they're tweaked and they're small and they're good enough to get through that week, and then they go to the drawing board and then, let it happen. It's just the way it works. Look, Jonathan Taylor ran for like fucking 48 yards on that first run. And then he had another 40 for the whole game.
Yeah.
Shut down. His longest run was 9 yards. The man makes a job. I think that we don't give Jonathan Gannon enough credit. Now, there are things that he does where it makes you want to bash your fucking skull against the wall. And I get that. And we're going to see. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is that good. I could be wrong. I don't think Ryan Tannehill beats you. Derrick Henry beats you. And I don't think the defense will allow Derrick Henry to beat you. I just don't. Problem is, we have suspect tackling, and that man needs a fucking crane to be tackled. So the tackling needs to be shored the fuck up. There are things that need to be shored up, of course. But to say that he doesn't make adjustments is an insane statement. He does. They're just not what me and you see as like a massive change in the middle of the game. It's just all very good scheme adjustments. Small, bend, don't break adjustments. And this city's like, Jim Johnson made the adjustments. It's not Jim Johnson's defense. It's not a defense, Jim Johnson. Fuck out of here.
No, I agree that he does make adjustments. I can't stand the fucking way they play, like that prevent zone, whatever that package is that they run a lot.
Would you agree with me? Out of all the games we've seen, and again, like suspect schedule, we get it. The loss to the Commanders is on the offense. Agree or disagree?
I mean, can you really say that a loss to that a loss is on the offense if you score 21 points?
Yeah, I can, because they had 3 or 4 fumbles and ill-advised turnovers at the worst fucking second. Take away the face mask. Boo-hoo, we didn't get the fucking call. It still is a fucking fumble.
Even if they score 28 points, they lose that game.
Okay, I understand that, but the offense has bailed out the defense. That's the whole thing about this ebb and flow defense with Jonathan Gannon. The offense allows them to do this kind of defense, the bend, don't break defense, because the offense is putting up points. Now, it's insane to say, right, that like, oh, did the Eagles' offense fail them against the Commanders? In the way that the defense is set up, I think they did. If you were looking at that outside with a fucking, looking at it like a box sheet, you would go, the defense let them down. But I think the way that the Eagles are built and what they do, the offense let them down in that game. And we're not talking a monumental letdown, but the turnovers are a problem. The special teams are a problem. There's things they need to clean up if they want to be the Cowboys. If they want to make noise in the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl. You can't fucking fumble it. You need to have a punt returner. You need to have a kick returner. Boston Scott's good. At least he gives you energy back there. And honestly, I would see what Darren Sproles is up to. I know that's insane to say out loud, and like he's older. I get it. But he can do a fucking kick return. We know he can. At least he can read it. Even if he lost like a step or two, he's still better than Covey, Kintin, piece of shit. I fucking hate that dude. I hate that dude more than I hate Reno Mahe. That
bad.
dude is a fair catch or a and then hit immediately. There are some real concerns on this team. Not so much where I'm like, they can't win a Super Bowl. I think they lose to Dallas, not because of Dak Prescott. I think because the defense is that fucking good. This is a real test for Jalen Hurts and the offense without Dallas Goedert. If they had Dallas Goedert, I put more money on the Eagles for sure. They don't have that weapon. They don't have that security blanket. They're not getting shit from their fucking tight ends. They're not doing anything. We're even lucky that they're blocking.
Yeah, it's rough.
So tight end play is suspect right now, and we know why. The fumbling needs to fucking stop. I can't stand it. It can't happen.
Well, the problem with the fumbling too is that like it wasn't happening, and now they're coming back down to earth a little bit.
You know what? And I'm not even talking about like Jalen Hurts fumbles. I'm talking about the wide receivers. Like I'm still thinking about the Quez Watkins one. That thing makes me sick.
Quez, that was brutal.
But then he comes back around and then he catches an incredible touchdown against the Packers. So
yeah, I mean, you have to have short memory for sure when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Eagles are a legit team. There's no doubt in my mind about it. They need to clean up a few things. They do. And we back, a lot of those things will change. And you have to remember, like, just because Goddard's ready to come back, say, like, Saints week, because that's towards the end, right? And then it'll be Giants, I think, the end of the season.
Yeah, those are the last 2 games, and they're both
we need him to come back Saints week. You need 2 weeks of him to get back into shape.
I hope he's ready by then. He should be. I mean, according to the RotoWire, he was supposed to be possibly ready by the Dallas week.
Okay, so my point stands. They need him to get some reps, and then he'll be fine. He needs a game or 2 to get back into the fucking flow. They'll be okay there. You're gonna get CJ back, and I'm gonna say this: a lacerated kidney is not that big of a fucking deal in the schemes of, like, you know what I mean, like injury wise and like your performance back. Like, you don't, we could get him back and he would be fine. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he doesn't need a couple of weeks to get going again.
Yeah, I don't think he's not on IR, right?
Yeah, it's 3 to 6 weeks.
Okay, so he is on IR. So he's out for 4 weeks.
I don't know if they did that. Like, I don't know if they're being.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, everything I read today is 3 to 6 weeks on that injury. So I don't know if they're gonna just do 4 weeks or if they're gonna say, okay, he can play in 3 weeks. I don't know. I mean, it's a non-invasive surgery. They go in and they fucking pretty much weld that shit shut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yep.
like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. And I'm not saying that, like, oh, he's a pussy. I'm just saying it's the best case scenario after what he looked like after that injury.
Yeah, agreed.
So, that comes back. And who else are we missing that I'm drawing a blank on? Anyone else? Or just those 2? Oh, Jordan Davis, who should be back, if not this week, the following week. And that fat boy needs some fucking time.
He's obviously missed. I hear what you're saying as far as, like, the bend don't break and to let them have the run and all this. I get it. I just,
You're asking a lot of your offense, and I understand that. But the Eagles have so much confidence. Sirianni has so much confidence in Jalen Hurts.
He really does.
They're okay with letting this happen. I think this is a new team for us, right? Like, this is not what we're used to. So it's going to take a little adjustment from the fan base to, like, kind of get on board here. And it's like all this shit's just kind of happening to me week by week. Like, again, I was at the Steelers game. Hard to watch and pay attention. You know what I mean? It really is. I don't care what anyone says. You got people that you're there with, you're talking. It's hard to pay attention. Houston Texans game. Phillies World Series game 5. Didn't really watch that. Commander was there. It's tough to kind of fucking watch that. And then what was the next week's game?
After the Commanders was the Colts.
Which that game's weird. That's like a shitty team playing up to the opponent kind of situation. That should have never been as close as it was. If there's a bad win in the NFL, that's a bad win, right?
Yeah,
you could argue that's a bad win.
Yeah.
But
again, though, that's the game. That was their first game. That was their first full game without Dallas, right?
True. And yeah, even if you're the world's greatest fucking schemer and you have this shit on lock and you're like, you have no fucking idea if that play is gonna work.
And they came back and scored 14 points in the fourth quarter,
which is huge. The Eagles teams in the past never used to do that shit.
Can't discount that. And it's on the road. Like, I know it's the Colts. Like,
they had the Jeff Saturday fucking buzz going on.
Like, it's not a thump your chest win, but it's a fucking solid win on the road to come back and score 14 points. Like, that's solid. It is.
And listen, I know Matt Ryan's not who he was. I mean, he's done, but it's still Matt fucking Ryan, right? Like, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
And it's probably a bad argument. We called out on that.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to use that against the Gannon can't beat good quarterbacks mentality. But.
No, absolutely not. And I agree with you. But listen, if the Eagles keep doing this bend don't break on the rush side of it and keep the passing to where it is, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay.
So they have Ryan Tannehill this weekend. And
is he a good quarterback?
He's not setting the world on fire.
No.
So, I mean,
they also traded his best wide receiver because he got into an argument with the GM. I mean, how fucking selfish are you? I don't understand.
He only has 10 touchdown passes.
Yeah, look at his wide receivers. The fucking Peanuts crew out there.
Well.
Fucking Charlie Brown, Linus.
It ain't that good. It's not good. I'll tell you that. Carson Wentz is ranked ahead of him.
So he's also ranked ahead of Russell Wilson, who had that on their fucking bingo board.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck happened there?
Could you imagine if Russell Wilson was in Philadelphia? Holy fucking shit. This place would burn to the ground.
No fucking way.
No fucking way.
No fucking
Oh my god. And they gave up all that shit. People would be so fucking mad, man.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens against the Titans this weekend. I mean, it's gonna be.
They should win, right?
Yeah, I think so. But is the Giants game a trap game? Like, are they looking like? Is this a look ahead?
What, to the Giants?
Yeah.
Nah, no.
On the road at the Giants. That's a big game next weekend.
They're gonna win that game. They're gonna lose the last game.
You think they're gonna win the game in the Meadowlands?
I do.
Okay.
You've been to the Meadowlands. It's not like some home field advantage.
No, it's just not a home game. It's just different.
I told you it's win. Oh, then they got the Bears before the Cowboys, right?
Well, you think they're gonna rip off 3 more wins in a row and
I
then
do.
lose to the Cowboys?
I do, and then I think it's win, lose.
All right, so let's run it out real fast. So you have them win against Tennessee,
Yes.
win against the Giants,
Yes,
win against Chicago,
I do.
lose to Dallas,
Yes.
win to New Orleans,
They have to win in New Orleans.
and then lose against the Giants.
I do. And I don't know if they lose to the Giants because everything's set already.
That game causes them to lose the bye week.
What does?
If it comes down to it.
I don't want to be around. If they lose to the Giants and then lose the bye, holy shit. I do not want to. Don't even look at me.
Woo!
I don't want to be here. I don't.
It can happen, man.
Is Howie going to trade the Saints pick? I feel like he's going to trade the Saints pick. I have this feeling in my
Here's
body.
Not if they don't sign Sanders, dude.
Is there a running back you like? I'm honestly asking.
Not that much.
That's what I mean. So what if you trade that away to a shittier fucking team and then you get their draft pick for the following year plus their draft pick now? Like, if they're sitting at 6 or 7, I think they're not going to get higher than 5, right? So if they're sitting at 6, they trade the 6th pick. They get the 12th, 13th pick in this draft. They get a first-round pick the following year to a shitty team. I don't know. I'm not so mad about it. I don't really know. I listen, this is crazy to say it. I have, like, all the confidence in fucking Howie. So if he wants to trade the pick, I'm on board. I will do whatever Howie wants me to do unless the Justin Jefferson happens again.
And you can't discount that it did happen. So it did happen. It happened.
That is a classic case of someone trying to think too hard about something. Like, you know, when he was like, okay, this is a fat kid analogy, and I think you'll respect it, right? So, warm, soft-baked cookie right out of the oven. You have your go-to chocolate chip, right? You know that chocolate chip is going to be delicious and just a perfect fucking thing. But here's the sugar cookie with fucking jimmies and fucking frosting on it. You're like, well, that's more fun and exciting. I'm gonna try this cookie, right? And then you eat that cookie, and you're like, I should have ate the fucking chocolate chip. That's the Justin Jefferson, the Rager situation. They went outside the box. They went away from what they know, which is the chocolate chip cookie, and they got that fucking stupid ass sugar cookie with the dumb ass fucking frosting that tastes like shit in the package. And that's what we got with fucking Rager.
Yeah, it definitely tasted like shit.
I think it was just a stumble, a big brain, I'm smarter than you blunder. And I'm not saying he's atoned. But I also know that we don't have A.J. Brown without Justin Jefferson. And I don't think the leap off of Justin Jefferson is so fucking dramatic off of A.J. Brown. I just don't see it that way. I don't think you're talking about.
I do.
You think it's light years difference?
You think they're equal?
I don't think they're equal, but I don't think it's far enough away to be fucking upset about it anymore. I really don't.
No, I agree with it. It's time to let it go for sure. It's time.
And I don't. Now, if they didn't have A.J. Brown, then yeah, we could still harbor this fucking anger. You're gonna have a 1,000-yard receiver, bro.
Justin Jefferson already has 1,200.
I understand that.
They're not in the same. They're not in the same stratosphere, really.
Stratosphere? That's a little deep.
I mean, he's got more. A.J. Brown has more touchdowns, I think. So like, I don't know, man. It's debatable. I think Justin Jefferson's better.
Okay, and that's fine. But I'm saying he's not 1 and AJ Brown's a 10. Justin Jefferson's a 1 and AJ Brown's 4. It's so fucking it's close.
It's close.
It's close
definitely
enough.
close.
So
It
like
is.
yeah,
It's
all right,
close.
they missed. He missed. We get it. He missed
Yeah,
and he missed
I don't. Are
big
people
time.
still holding that against him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like-
See it all the fucking time.
That's just. It's a tired argument, really.
And ESPN's going to rip him at the fucking draft.
That's a tired argument.
And like I said, you're gonna have 1,000-yard receiver. You're gonna have 1,000-yard rusher,
Should have had 1,000-yard tight end.
tight end. And I think we determined that Hurts was way too far away. But
you
I
might
mean,
have
just-
two. You might have 2,000-yard rushers.
No fucking way, right?
How close is he? Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to get it.
Because I, after the past couple weeks, I mean, shit, Hurts is starting to close in on it now. Like the trajectory is looking like he might get there, if I remember correctly.
600 yards.
That's definitely within fucking realm.
How many
at
weeks are
600
left?
He's at 600 now.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
Six more
they got
games.
6 games left.
400 divided by 6. 66. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's within range. So like, you could have 2,000-yard rushers on this fucking team, man.
And
That's ridiculous.
This is that full circle moment where it's like it's insane to say out loud that like did the offense fail them on the Commanders, and it's crazy to say out loud, and I get it. Like and people can disagree with me, but I feel like the way that the defense is built, it's bend don't break, which means you're going to give points, but your offense can run with whatever the other offense is. I don't know an offense that the Eagles can't compete with. Name me an offense that the Cowboys or the Eagles can't compete with.
Now,
So
I
that's the
agree with
whole
that.
mental thing with Sirianni and Gannon. Their thought process is exactly what I've been trying to say. It doesn't matter as long as we're not getting killed on the home run pass balls. You know,
So as of right now, Pro Football Focus has, as far as overall offensive rankings, they have the Chiefs number 1 and the Eagles number 2.
is it dramatic or is it close?
No, it's close. 84.3 to an 83.9.
Yeah. So my whole point, there's not a team
And
in
they
the
have
NFL
the Eagles.
right,
They have the Eagles as the number 1 overall team.
and you could make the case that the Chiefs defense,
Even with their fucking dead last in the fucking league special teams. Dead last.
how bad is that?
So first place team, I mean, it doesn't matter rankings, right? But the first place team has a 91.1 on Pro Football Focus. The Eagles have a 53.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's bad. That's bad.
And when I see like Cordero Patterson running around out there still, but like I'm like, the Falcons wanted way too much for him. Like you're not giving up what the Falcons wanted for that guy. So you gotta hope they kind of get it together. I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think the special teams is gonna do anything where they cost them a game in any way. I just don't see it. I could be wrong.
I mean, if they give up, I mean, here's the thing though. You give up a kick return for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, it
It changes everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's true. So it can happen. Let's just hope it doesn't.
yeah, I agree.
So
I think it's
listen.
okay. We just need to all calm down. It's gonna be all
I'm
right.
not. I'm not jumping off any bridges.
No, I know you're not.
I just think that there's some holes, and I know
you
that the
think-
offense will fill the holes.
Do you think for the first time, because I feel like I did all the talking this episode, and this is rare.
You did do a lot of talking today.
I feel like this is the most coherent I've ever been about like putting like an episode together, like from start to finish. Like this is good for me
Well,
because I think I made valid points. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel pretty confident in what I've seen.
we'll find out when we listen back to it. But so we need to touch on something first before we get to the picks and wrap this thing up. Michigan fucking shit on Ohio State's faces.
What the fuck?
Again.
And all you Ohio State fans are so fucking stupid. sitting. Oh, we should fire Ryan Day. He can't win the big one. I will let's just trade right now.
Come on over, bud. Come on over.
Yeah, fucking seriously. How many hobo dicks I gotta suck to get this man on my squad? It'd be an infinite amount. I'd do it.
Yeah.
No, they absolutely shit stomped the fucking Ohio. It's just a terrible game all the way around. Ugh.
Michigan's defense is good.
Yeah, and you know what's more fucked up? They're gonna play Purdue, and they don't need their running backs to beat Purdue. They can just beat Purdue, and then both of those running backs are gonna be healthy for the playoffs. And Michigan is a legit team if they have the running backs. A legit fucking team. They're like a really good team right now. They're a legit team, and I just hate Michigan. So a lot of my talk is like because I hate Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we talked about this a little bit today with our buddy Jake, and we were talking about J.J. McCarthy, the eventual starting quarterback for Michigan, and I mean, I think I kind of underrated him. To be honest,
he can't pass the ball though, bro.
What do you mean by that? Like he can't throw a deep ball? Like what are you saying?
Like I wouldn't if Michigan's down 17 points, they're not winning that game. Any game. I don't think he can lead them in that kind of comeback.
Okay, but this is the same exact argument that you make for the Eagles, but it's the flip. See, the way that they win games is that they don't put their offense into that deficit. They don't need their offense to get that. They stifle you with defense, and then their offense wins the game because they do what they need to do. It's the same thing as the Eagles.
But what I just said was not an outlandish statement. If it gets to the point where they're down 17, I don't think he can win them a football game. Is all I'm saying.
Well, I guess we'll find out. The kid, he's thrown for 2,200 yards, 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
I mean, listen, he's good. I'm not saying he's not. I don't think that he can carry you when you're down a good amount of points. That's my only argument. That's it.
I guess we'll find out.
I also really just don't fucking like Michigan.
I don't either.
But if it's Michigan or Ohio State, I want Michigan to win.
Same.
And not on a gambling point, right? Like I really felt like
that's like where the allegiances lie, I think.
Yeah. And the allegiance lies
being Penn State fans.
If Alabama gets into the playoffs, I swear to Jesus Christ. I swear to him.
So
the thing is fucking rigged.
Well, I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Can we just get 1 year? They have 2 losses. Like, you're not welcome.
So yeah, I mean, the way that it can happen, there's a couple ways that it can happen.
Wait! Before you go into this, if LSU beats Georgia, so Georgia's a lock. Georgia's automatically in.
Georgia's in.
No, I know. Georgia's in. I would almost argue that Michigan's probably a lock. Although if they lose the Big Ten title game to fucking Purdue, Ohio State probably jumps them, right?
Oh my God, no!
Right?
No!
No, I'm saying right. I'm agreeing with you. So you're saying there's 2 locks?
Michigan fucking beat the shit out of Ohio State. Heads up.
Are you saying there's 2 locks?
Georgia and Michigan are in.
Okay. If LSU beats Georgia, there's no way they can put Alabama in, right?
Because LSU beat Alabama?
Correct.
Probably.
Listen, I don't care.
I don't even care who gets in as long as Alabama doesn't get in.
If Alabama, I don't want Alabama in. That's all I care about. It's the only thing I care about.
Well, you got USC.
I think it's good for college football to have USC back in the mix.
I do too. Yeah, I'd love to see USC play. And I'd love
Did you see what he painted on his nails?
Yeah. He does it before every game. Did you know that?
No, but I love it.
It's pretty cool. People were dogging him for it, man.
Oh my God! Shut up! Fucking.
Oh my God! People were trashing him for doing it. He painted
cunts.
For those that don't know, on his nails, he painted fuck.
ND with a bunch of stars.
ND, yeah, on his nails. But he does it every weekend against whatever team they're playing.
And I don't know if it's it looks like it's just magic marker. It's like Sharpie.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like he doesn't go to a fucking.
People care too much. This is like fucking PC bullshit. Who cares?
Yeah,
fuck you and fuck your shitty ass school if you can't beat us.
So listen, I hope it's USC. I hope it's TCU, and I hope I honestly think TCU can give Michigan a run. Actually,
It wouldn't work that way.
yes, it would.
It'd be 1-4, 2-3.
Yeah, but TCU's 3.
No, TCU's 4.
No,
Oh, really?
Michigan's 4.
Did I send that to the chat?
I don't know.
Keep going.
It's the rankings right now.
Yeah,
Are,
you're right. I'm sorry.
yeah, Georgia, Michigan, TCU, USC. So TCU would play Michigan, and I really think that TCU could give Michigan a run.
Does USC have a championship game?
Yeah, they're playing Utah.
You know, and Jake's kind of right here. This is where the championship game kind of gets you really fucked up. You know what I mean?
Well, every fucked up like how? Like you have to play another game or what?
Yeah, and like other teams that don't have a conference don't have to, right?
Well, if you don't have a conference championship game, you're not going to the playoffs.
Oh, you're saying okay? So like Notre Dame would never have a conference championship game.
Notre Dame, the only way Notre Dame would go to the playoffs is if they're either undefeated or they have one loss and it's against like the top team.
Yeah. Okay.
But and Notre Dame just needs to join the ACC.
I think they are right.
Yeah, they just need to do it. They fucked around during COVID because they like had to or something. I don't remember.
Got it. Yeah. Because
But, like-
no, because they couldn't get other. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Michigan as 16.5 favorites.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, come on. Purdue's going to struggle to score in that game.
Georgia is 17.5 against LSU. There's no way LSU wins that game.
Again, LSU, they're going to struggle to score.
So the problem becomes I don't see how Bama gets in.
The over-under in that game is probably 50.
If TCU loses and USC loses, Ohio State's in. If both of them lose, Alabama's in.
Yes.
I can see one. I think Ohio State gets in. I can see one of these teams losing.
Whew. If it's anybody, it's probably going to be fucking
USC.
USC.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a Friday night game. I might.
It's a tight game, too. It's a
I might be.
three-point-
The boys might be buzzing.
It's a 3-point line.
Mm.
All right, so listen, this is the perfect segue to get into our picks, Kenny.
Did I do bad? I feel like I did bad again.
You did pretty bad.
I'm struggling.
You did. No, you did okay. You're okay. I'm just fucking with you. So you were 2-2-1
All right, I'll take that.
last week. You had your wins were Vikings and Dolphins. Dolphins, by the way, dude, sneaky. They're sneaky good, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of weird to say that like the team in first place is sneaky, but like
They're 8-3.
they're first place in that division, and they're cooking, man. They really are. So you're 2-2-1. I was 3-1-1. My wins were Penn State, Michigan, and the Raiders. My loss was the Bills, and my push was the Eagles, just like you.
What do we have? I thought we had it at 6.5.
We had it at 7, so that's why it was a push. When I bet on it, I had it at 6.5.
And it went down.
Mm-hmm. So
Before you go, though, Miami might come into the situation here. They have Niners this week. They have Chargers, Bills, Packers, Patriots, Jets. That's the rest of their schedule. So that's not easy.
Miami, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The only good thing they have going for them is that the Packers game is in Miami.
That's a tough schedule, man.
Yeah, no, it really is. And honestly, we need the Dolphins to win against the Niners. Kind of shut them the fuck up.
And the Bills schedule is similar but a little easier. They have Chicago and Cincinnati in there. So
Cincinnati's playing better.
yeah, they are. They're 7-4. They're finally healthy.
Yeah, it's all about health.
So all right, Kenny, we got 5 picks this weekend, with one being the Eagles. So give me your picks. What do you like? You want to pick? How about we force pick one of those championship games this weekend?
All right, my fourth pick there is USC.
All right, let's do that.
They want to get in. They want to make the fucking playoff. You got to win that fucking game.
All right, so you're taking USC -3.
Yep.
All right.
Oh boy, I don't like the slate, my friend. I don't like the slate.
Oh, shut up, Siri.
Siri, you dumb bitch. No one said you could talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Give me the Ravens minus 8.5. They're fucking angry. They're pissed off. They don't like Doug Peterson. They're gonna blow the Broncos' panties off.
Broncos are brutal.
They're terrible. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do we have here? Why are the Commanders favorite against the Giants? What?
Commanders rolling into New York as a 2.5-point favorite.
Give me the Giants.
Not taking the bait, huh?
No, I'm not taking that fucking bait.
Giants plus 2.5.
I'll tell you what. If the Giants don't win that game, then I'm less worried about the Giants.
Well, no, you know what that is.
No, I don't.
That's a trap game for the Giants.
They have us next week then?
Yeah.
It is a trap game. I still think the Giants get it done.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. Niners, Dolphins -4. Ooh, woof. Ugh. 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 Chargers -2. I'm not taking that shit.
I have the Chargers -1, so you get it Chargers -1. All right, I need now you just got to pick the Birds game.
Oh.
So I got the
I'm out.
Birds. I got the Birds -5.
Fuck. I really like the Cowboys to fucking absolutely dismantle the Colts. What were my picks? Read them back.
Why is that Sunday Night Football? Why didn't they flex that out? That's
They can't.
terrible.
I told you this. They got to give 12-day notice. They didn't
Okay.
do it.
Okay. All right, you have USC -3. Ravens,
Okay, we had to take that, right?
Ravens -8.5.
Okay.
Giants +2.5.
Okay.
Chargers -1. So you need one more, and it's the Eagles -5.
I really like the Cowboys.
All right, so who do you want to take out? You want to take the Giants out?
Yeah, I'll take the Giants out. I like the Cowboys. Yeah. And then Eagles. Dude, 5.5 is a tough fucking line.
I have 5, so I'll give you 5.
Okay, but 5 is still a tough fucking line. Like,
That's like middle of nowhere line. You know,
Yeah,
that's a weird line.
do I think that the Eagles could win on a walk-off field goal? Yes. Do I think the Eagles could win by 30? Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna start off in the NCAA, and I'm gonna take USC. USC is not gonna lose that game.
They can't. Did I make my pick?
Way. Yeah, you took USC.
No, my Eagles pick.
Yeah, you took the Eagles -5.
Did I? I don't think I confirmed to that.
Do you want to change it?
Dude, I don't like that line. Sheba is humping. Hey.
Woo! We humping.
We dominating is what's happening in this corner. All right, give me the Eagles -5. I hate it. I hate that pick.
Ooh, I hate it too. Oh my god, I hate it.
Woof. I'm more comfortable with a -7 because at least logically I can get my head behind it.
I don't like that at all.
right.
So clearly I'm going to go against you on that. But
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Niners.
Ooh, you're touching that one.
Yeah. Niners -4. I'm going to tell. There's the squeaky toy again. I'm going to take the squeaky toy makes me laugh, man. It's just like it's like an automatic thing. I'm taking Buffalo to get right against New England Thursday Night Football -4. And I am taking the Titans +5. And for the record, I do not think that the Eagles lose this game. I just think it's going to be close. That's all.
-5 is a terrible line.
It's really bad. It's not a good line. It's just it probably screams take the Eagles, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. So, all right, round it up. Kenny, you had USC -3, Ravens -8.5, Cowboys -11, Chargers -1, Eagles -5. I had USC -3, Michigan -16.5, Niners -4, Buffalo -4, Titans +5. We'll see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Kenny, any final words for this marathon of a podcast?
I got hosed by Penn State against Michigan State because I got it at 19.5, and that hurts my soul because it's bullshit.
The line was really 18.5/19. That's really where the line was for the most part. And did you see the clip of Clifford on the bench saying that they had to score again to cover?
What a dog.
That's fucking awesome.
He'll probably
I
get in
fucking
trouble.
love it. I love it. I
Also,
don't care.
Like if I was Sean Clifford, I would just have a friend bet it for me.
Dude, they probably do.
You have to, right? Like
There's
even
literally no way to prove that.
even NFL guys do. As long as you're smart enough to not like do it over text, like fucking Calvin Ridley, you idiot. But if you're smart enough to do it like not over text and shit, like
Wait, no,
yeah,
didn't he actually bet it himself?
even dumber.
Or like he had his girlfriend bet it or
I
something?
I thought he texted it. I thought that's how he got caught.
Wow, they read his text messages?
Or like he tweeted it. I think he did something dumb. I don't know.
Okay,
I could be
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing to say. I think the Eagles are in good shape. I just
10-1 and nervous as ever.
yeah, it's a fair point, man. And you know, you gotta just kind of see what you got going on. And I'm shaking him a boot tease.
All right, let's go USA. Beat the Dutch.
They're not beating the Dutch.
Probably not going to happen, but
No
just
fucking way.
cheer these boys in. Mr. Plusik is from Hershey, which is pretty cool.
I owe a chip.
You owe the chip, and you have to talk about that and figure out when you're going to do it. Maybe next week. I don't know. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
USA. USA. USA.
All right. Thanks, guys. Listen, share, like us, whatever. Argue with us, yell at us. I don't care. Whatever.
Use me, daddy.
Love you guys. See you.
Love you.